We've now switched from Mancozeb to Captain, and we have an insecticide in the mix because we have tons of Japanese beetles. Once I'm past the first row, I'm going to try to film for you. But these sprays, these summer sprays, while everything's hedged like this, go fairly quick. If there's no disease in the vineyard, I just spray up and down and walk pretty quick through the vineyard. Hopefully I can do this in less than 3 backpack fulls. That's 4 gallons. And hopefully there's enough to do the vines up here and the fruit trees as well. But we'll see. All right, I'm going to get this first row done, maybe the second, and then I'll strap the camera on and show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm not sure how well I got to kind of bend backwards. There is bugs up there. There's actually bugs all over these vines, but mostly at the top. They like to hang out in the very top leaves, especially the really tender leaves, but you will find them on these outer ones as well. This was all tucked in yesterday, but some of them popped out. Next time I walk through here, I will get these tucked back in. I'm spraying Captain and Malathion. I'm not sure if Malathion is a contact killer. It doesn't appear to be. If you sprayed 7 on these bugs, they would just roll right off the plant and die. And this stuff, they seem to be swimming in it for a little while. It should do the job though. So again, I'm just trying to get the leaves wet, but I'm also trying to fill the tops where I see a bunch of these beetles and hopefully kill them right away. There's thousands of beetles in the vineyard. I've been knocking them off as I spray them, so hopefully they'll land on something that's been sprayed already and eat it and die. Because I think the mode of killing with this stuff is only by eating and not by contact. Yeah, there was just 4 or 5 of them right there. Yeah, it's kind of insane the amount of Japanese beetles in the vineyard this year. We've had good luck with all the other kinds of bugs. We've had a whitefly infestation, not in the vineyard, but at the house. Biting black flies. We had a really bad infestation. It was probably 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, and has been getting a little better ever since, to where this year I've only had to spray myself twice. But this is the worst year so far for these. We've also had grubs so bad that the mole problem was just horrendous for a few years, and that appears to be okay this year as well. Maybe it'll pick up in the fall, but so far we haven't had any mole damage in the yard. I killed, I don't know, it might have been 2 moles so far this year. One in the front yard and one in the backyard, and that seems to have done it. On previous years, doesn't matter how many you kill, there's still more coming. So I got nothing to complain about really. Well, except for tons of Japanese beetles in the vineyard. Hopefully this will kill them. So Captain is a non-systemic fungicide, so this will need to be sprayed. I'll probably be doing it every 2 weeks for the rest of the year. Even though there's really no sign of fungal disease in the vineyard right now. Well, there's actually a spot or 2 here and there. If you don't keep it treated, this is a preventative spray. It's not a curative spray. So if you're not spraying it and it gets a disease, this is not going to cure it. This will keep it away if you keep doing it. But if you just do it and it looks nice like it is, and then you stop, if you do get the fungus, you'll have to buy some really expensive spray to try to get rid of it, or just pluck all those leaves and resume your spraying and try to keep it from advancing. Alright, when we get to the next row, I'm going to put the headband cam on so you can see all of the bugs. I already did the backside of this row, so I already scared a lot of the beetles away. There's just a whole cluster of them right there. Probably couldn't see it though. Yeah, see the camera's pointed down too low, but there's a whole pile of them up on that leaf. They will be sitting in little orgies of, anywhere from 8 to 12 beetles, it seems like, in the cupped part of a leaf, and eating the leaf and doing their nasties and whatever the hell they do. Alright, I'm going to finish this row and I'll put the head cam on for this next one. Okay, where are you little guys? There's some right there. I think that's only 3 of them, but there's generally big piles of them. There's some over here. I don't know if you can see all those. They are all over the place. Okay, let's spray these. There's, I don't know, maybe a dozen there. Another dozen over there. They really like these end areas for some reason. I'm getting really low on spray, so I can only go to the end of the aisle here. After I get them sprayed, I like to knock them off and make them go somewhere else. Yeah, if I didn't spray these, they would destroy the place. You can see a bunch of them back here. Bunch right here. Now, I don't need to spray these directly, but I just like to. Anywhere they eat a piece of leaf that's been sprayed, they should die. Just about out of spray. Hopefully it lasts me to the end here. Yeah, these are all over the place. I'm not sure if you can see the cloud of them when I hit the branches like this, but a bunch of them take off and you can hear it in the air. Kind of sounds like a beehive. Yeah, they would have this vineyard stripped down to just about nothing in a couple weeks if I didn't spray these. They're a nasty little bug. A couple years back when I first heard of these, a guy posted to the Vineyard news group that I'm in. He posted pictures of the entire top part of his vines completely stripped bare. You know, it was just grapes in there. They don't eat the grapes. But it will really make your plants sickly if they don't have any leaves. Alright, I have to go fill this tank, and then I got 1.5 rows plus the young ones in row F, so not quite done, but I'll come back and show you some more spraying of these nasty beetles. Yeah, I can hear them everywhere. They're flying around my head. They are not happy with me. I think they're both mating and eating, I think at the same time. They're a pretty gross beetle. So the more I can stop from being born next year, the better. All right, I'm gonna fill my tank and start with this vine right here. All right, I got my tank filled. I'll show you these little guys. They're some nasty little things. Oh, yeah, that one just flew in my hair. Up there, they're all over the place. I found out that this insecticide, Malathion, is not a contact poison. It has to be eaten. So once these guys take a couple bites off of a leaf, they will die, hopefully. Okay, let's get back to spraying these suckers. So it's kind of pointless to drench the beetles with this stuff like I have been doing. Although it's fun, it's not going to kill them. They have to eat it. So I am going to zip through the rest of the vineyard a little faster. This is one of the yard plants, one of the yard vines. It has, I don't know, maybe 1,000 on it. There's just tons of them. A bunch of them flew away when I started spraying. But if I go like this, they're flying in my hair, and yeah, real infestation this year. I'm really gonna have to keep on these things. They're really stripping off a lot of the leaves. Nasty little bug. I have to try to get 100% of the leaves sprayed because this is an antifungal and an insecticide mixed together in the tank. Getting a little windy up here, so I'm gonna stop filming, but I will come back a little bit later. He started splitting wood down there, so it's really loud. I'll come back later and we'll go to this plant and see if there's any on here later on, and we'll go down into the vineyard and take a look down there as well. So here's the deal. I finished up spraying the insecticide and fungicide in the vineyard. Then I had to do these vines here, the big vine right in front of the house, and the fruit trees, 2 apple trees and a cherry tree. Then I had enough left and I did all of the bur oak trees that I planted last year and the ones along the road here. So I got done at about 1:30 in the afternoon. I think I started at about 8 in the morning. I went in the house to have lunch and a thunderstorm rolled in and it rained. We only got about a half an inch, but it was like a real heavy storm. The trees were blowing sideways and it was very violent. So I just started working on the day job on the computer, and then Izzy and I were going to go on our working walk. We start right there, go all the way down to the ravine, which is back that way and lower. Then down again, it's over 100 feet down, lower than the house, to the beginning of the rock road, and then that goes all the way around and then comes back up at the end of the vineyard right there. And that's our like summer walk. And then I walked up one of the aisles and did some positioning and whatever needed to be done. It's a nice leisurely walk. And I was going to film this outro, but the camera had a dead battery. So I was foiled. There is one of them suckers right there. On my way up that aisle, I was looking for any of the Japanese beetles that survived, and I only found one. I'm not sure how much of the spray that I sprayed today just got washed off, but it should have been rain fast, so I think it's still working pretty good. We'll go down a different aisle and see what we can see. While I was spraying, I spray down, go down this way, and then come up on the other side. That bird's got a nest right here. Always scares the crap out of me. See, this is what I do. I just rehook any of these shoots that come off of the catch wire. Easier said than done. Kind of like that. And after a while, everything just stays put. So like I said, I seen one that was still alive, and it possibly flew in and hadn't eaten yet. As soon as they start eating on these leaves, they'll die. But if you've seen on the video, some places there was just so many of them. There's like a cloud if I raked the spray nozzle across the top. And inside of leaves like this, there would be a whole pile of them. It was just disgusting. But I don't see any now. The onslaught lasts about a month, so that would be, oh, probably one more spray, maybe two more sprays of insecticide. You kind of hate to do it, but you can't do without it. They would totally destroy the vineyard if I didn't spray them. Yeah, pretty much all gone. We'll have to check tomorrow because I know there's more in the area. When I was spraying the trees up there, there was a few on the trees, but there was no holes in the leaves or anything. So they're all over the place right now. I gotta get in here and hedge too. I had my trimmers with me and I hedged the row. I went down this next row. I hedged and brought all the stuff back to the burn pile, but can't really do it with the camera in my hand. There's one right there. Killed it the old-fashioned way. It's kind of gross. They're kind of crunchy. So that should have been trimmed off. Well, that definitely helped. You can see what they do. And if the infestation gets bad enough, they can just strip the entire top of the canopy. Or they can actually strip the entire canopy if there's enough of them. Unfortunately, this needs to be pruned off. It grows straight up and the birds will just land right here and peck at these, and then the wasps will come, and once they're done with these, they'll start going after the other fruit. Yeah, I still got a bit more work to do in here, but I'll just do that on my walks. All right, very good, very good. Couple bugs and they've been smushed. It is just a beautiful night. It went from 93 degrees down to 71 as soon as the rain went past. It's still pretty humid, but the temperature difference is just fantastic. It's really nice out right now. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna find any more. Maybe a lone one here and there. So if you want to see the progress here in the vineyard, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon so you're notified when I post new videos. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you give the video a like and or share it, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.